In this video, we'll look into how we can duplicate different objects, shapes, or any graphic element in Affinity. So before starting, first of all, make sure that your snapping options is on. And now let's create a new shape. In this video, I'll create a new square star shape. You can create any shape that you prefer. I'll click and drag to make a new shape like so. And once the shape is created, let's select the move tool and then position it at the center. And right now it's at the center. And the next thing that we will do now is by selecting the move tool, let's navigate to the cog icon at the top of the contextual bar and click on the settings icon. And after clicking on the cog or the settings icon, you can see that there's an option called enable transform origin. Make sure that you turn this option on. After this option is turned on, you will be able to see an anchor point like this. And now we can simply click and drag the anchor point to the bottom of the canvas to the center of the canvas like so. After setting the anchor point to its position, now we can simply rotate this particular object as per the reference of the anchor point's position. So let's rotate this particular object by clicking and dragging. And now you can see that we can position the object or rotate the object around the canvas like so. In addition to that, we can also click the return key or enter if you're using the Windows, and this particular box will appear, which is called move and duplicate. So this is similar to the transform box that we often see in Illustrator. So in order to make the copies or duplicate of this particular shape, first of all, let's turn on this duplicate checkbox and let's input the number of copies. I want the copies to be 12, so I'll enter the value of 12. After entering the value of 12, let's also set the value of rotation to 360 by 12, since we have 12 objects to be created or the 12 copies to be created. So I'll enter 360 by 12, which is the entire angle of a circle or the entire degrees of a circle divided by the number of copies. And it will automatically calculate the value in the rotation, which will be 30 degrees. As you can see that it has already made numerous 12 number of copies in a circle in a circular way. After it has duplicated the copies of the shape, let's go ahead and click on the OK button in order to apply those. Now you can see that it has duplicated all the shapes in a circular path. So this is how you can basically duplicate objects in Affinity. However, in this video, we'll explore more. So first of all, let's go ahead and select all the objects. And then by clicking on the move tool, click on the cog icon again, and let's turn this enable transform origin option off. And now you can see that our anchor point has turned off and it is no longer visible. Now, if we want to adjust or change the width or height property of a particular objects or shape independently, then let's go ahead and turn this particular icon on, which is transform object separately icon. But before that, make sure your move tool is selected, and then only you can see this particular icon. Let's click on this icon. Now you'll be able to see that the bounding box is only visible for a particular shape right here. Now we can control the height and width of the shape, and you can see that all the height and width will adjust correspondingly to other shape as well. Now let me undo it to its original shape. Now we can hold down the command key and the shift key to make the constraint, and you can see that every shape is increasing and decreasing like so. So I'll increase the shape a bit and leave it as it is. You can also make different patterns with this particular feature. Now, as I'm satisfied with the shape here, I'll click on this particular transform object separately icon to turn this off. Now you can see that our objects or the shape has been adjusted as per its width and height. Now let me again make the entire shape smaller by scaling it. So this is our particular shape, and the one thing that you might have noticed is when we resized its scaling down, then the width or the stroke width remains the same, which is 2 point. Let's see it again. If we increase the overall scale of this particular shape, then you might see that the width property increases. So this is because our feature of scale override is turned on. If we turn this off, you can now see that the width or the stroke width remains the same no matter how many times or in how many ways we scale it up and down. As you can see here, the stroke width remains the same, which is 3.1. And if we increase the overall shape, if we increase the overall shape, now you can see that the width remains the same again. So in order to maintain the proportion, what we do is we turn this particular option of scale override on, and we make sure that the line widths is checked because we want to maintain the proportion of the stroke width of individual shapes. So this is the reason why we want to make sure that the line width is checked and this particular option of scale override turned on. Now as soon as we turn this particular option on, if we click and scale it, now you can see that the width or the scale width is proportionately adjusted, and if we scale this again to a big size, then you can now see that the width is again adjusted as 3.7 as opposed to having this particular option turned off, which only makes the value of the stroke width constant. So let's resize it to how it was. And now you can see that since this particular icon is unchecked or turned off, which is scale override, the width remains the same even if we scale this down to a smaller size. So I hope you understand the concept of duplication, scaling with proportion, as well as the feature of scaling individual objects separately in a group in Affinity. I hope this video helps you, and if you think this video is helpful, please click on the like button, and in order to get more tips and tricks regarding Affinity in the future, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching this video and see you on the next video.